Hello, Afolake.
Hello, Robert.
What is the meaning of this?
That's an inside joke between you.
Well, welcome to the studio today.
Thank you.
And you had something for us on the AU-led African passport agenda.
Absolutely. So last month, the African Union passport was finally launched in Rwanda. And this Pan-African document would enhance free movement of goods of persons within the African region. By 2018, it is expected that every African citizen would have their passport sealed with the AU seal and alongside their country of origin. Now, according to the African Development Bank, 55% of Africans still require visas to be able to move from one African country to the other. Now, yeah, that's a lot.
That's
So only already like 13 countries already are offering that liberal access to Africans. So that means that you can it's either visa free or visa on arrival. Several individual countries are also making offering flexible conditions to cross their borders. Countries like Ghana, Rwanda, Namibia, Zimbabwe are making remarkable progress in these directions. 9 countries already are, offering that electronic visa. That is, you can actually apply online, or you can also obtain your visa online, or you can pay for your visa on arrival. The WTO, the World Tourism Organization, has also said the tourist visa facilitation will offer significant progress in increasing tourists in various countries, and it would also generate revenues. For seamless and a progressive Africa, it is absolutely imperative that we continue to impose on elimination of visa requirements. So what are the...
Yeah, it's crazy. You see, it's easy for a foreigner. I am also a foreigner somewhere else, like I am right now in Congo, but when I say foreigner, it's easy for someone to come from Europe or the United States into Africa.
Selon beaucoup de chiffres, en fait, pour les Occidentaux, c'est plus facile de voyager en Afrique.
Well, for Western countries, it's very easy to obtain visas.
It's easy for me to live here, to go to Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, than it is for me to leave Kenya and go to South Africa or Kenya and come to Congo. It's really, it's ambiguous.
There are other challenges actually as regards this passport, I beg your pardon. The biggest challenges, the biggest threats is security related with the pose of regional conflicts. There's also the health threats, which during the risk of a contamination or an outbreak. Also, the movement of the unemployed. There's the social threats when you have flocking of migrants into poorer countries, to African countries where you have stronger economies. Countries like South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, it means that entry without a visa means that a lot of people will move in there seeking for employment or social assistance. On the practical level as well, lack of technology, ability to issue biometric passports is going to create a lot of, it's estimated that it's going to create a lot of problem as well. So then, for a complete integration, alongside with the abolition of the visas, then it is actually absolutely required that high tariff placed on goods should also be removed. It's not just the free movement of goods that should be looked into. The World Bank as well has said that intra-African trade is one of the highest. It costs like 50% higher than what we have in East Asia and in most developing countries. That's enormous, don't you think? Yeah, and
this is my idea. When you let people do something, they actually never do it. If everyone has, if you give people freedom to have that African visa, nobody actually will even leave their country to go look for work somewhere else. Look at, it's the same case with a small child. If you really restrict the child from doing certain things that probably you did when you were a child, the child will be rebellious. But give them freedom to do it, you'll even see they're getting tired of doing it.
Absolutely.
We might not even see
we should also look at tourism as well. A lot has to be done in terms of tourism. Look at flight tickets. It's so high when moving from one African, like you just said, one African country to the other. It's sometimes more expensive moving from, that's for those who can even afford the luxury of an air travel. What about other means of transportation? Fluvial, cross railways, rail lines. How do you then do that? So it's a lot of these are the few things. I hope we'll be able to learn from the EU, actually. When Brexit is closing its doors, African Union is proposing a continental passport.
But remember, we also have the Schengen visa.
Absolutely.
And look at what's happening. I
That's-
don't think people cross the borders, yes, but I don't think they have that problem of you have too
Non, c'est vrai
many.
qu'en Union européenne, c'est un peu plus facile. Mais on verra.
Well, it's
on en
true in
parlera
the
plus en
European
détail
Union,
la
it's
prochaine
a bit,
fois.
it's quite
On n'a pas beaucoup de
easy,
temps,
but we'll talk
malheureusement.
about
La
that
semaine prochaine,
some other
sur la-
time.